What up, everybody? It's your boy Neo. Happy Monday. How y'all doing today, man? I just wanted to step in and try to brighten up your Monday a little bit with a little bit of positivity, and tell you guys a story. You know, get you guys all involved in this Monday. Get you all entertained. I'll try to get the Facebook window up while I'm rolling. But I titled this video, "What Do You Believe?" And the reason why I put that, I touched on this the other day, and I kind of discovered it while I was live with you guys. I discovered when I said, you know, you truly get what you expect, but what you expect is based off of what you truly believe. And I want to tell you a story, and you guys know how I do my stories. I make them so that you can insert yourself into the situation, and you know, be able to adapt it to your whatever you're going through in life, and make it fit. So, I had a conversation with somebody. Now I'm gonna give you a quick layout. Older white female. She's got money. People think money's everything. It's not. She's got money. She's probably got between 80 and 100,000 in the bank. Older white female, divorced, not really sure if her kids like her, not where to go with her, what direction to go with in her career. Just every single thing seems to be uncertain in her life except for finances. And here's the thing behind that. She's not happy. Great smile. You can see it. I can see it. She's not happy. This thing in the middle of the screen that I have this picture in, that's an energy wave. As it leaves your body, 60,000 of those leave your body a day. 60,000 of them will return. Now, I went through Thoughts Become Things with this lady, and she's seen the secret. She knows about Thoughts Become Things. In fact, she may have even used a couple of techniques to get that 80,000 that she got sitting in the bank not doing nothing with it. It's not enough to live forever. Even though she's old, it's not enough to live forever. That's a worry. The decisions that she's throughout the day, all day. These are foundations I'm about to list right now. Of your thought, each one of these energy waves that's leaving has a foundation, okay? Different colors for different moods and different things, but they have a foundation. 80 G's ain't enough to live for the rest of your life. Especially in the big house she lives in. Foundation. Oh, that's a worry foundation. The decision she's made on what and how to address and speak to her kids has been based off of her failed relationship with her ex-husband. That's a worry. Kids are older now. She could see how her decisions affected them negatively. Okay? The fact that she has an ex-husband. I was watching a movie the other day. No, last night, that 911. I wanted you guys to know how I'm about apocalyptic type stuff. That 911 show with Angela Bassett. A lot of women consider divorce as a failed marriage, which kind of is. But I mean, like, as I failed in life. Everyone sees me as a failure because I failed to make that work. Sweetie, if it wasn't meant to work, you weren't going to make it work no matter what happens. You failed at choosing the right person. Trying to make something work that just ain't going to... Trying to make a triangle fit into a square hole, it's just not going to happen. You chose the wrong shape. But now that you've chosen that shape, because you failed to put it in, that's not the case. So you've got all these things, okay? Career, like I said, outside of the money, the career. What am I going to do next? I don't even know what I like to do. I don't know what I'm good at. I've just been coasting this whole time. That's a worry foundation. This thought that you see in the middle of your screen with the beautiful, vibrant colors, they have a foundation, and these are hers. Now, let's get to the believe part. What do you believe? Now, I speak with her about Thoughts Become Things, and that's when I learned that she knew about it. And she didn't say she'd used the technique before, but I could tell she has. Obviously, she has $8,000 in the bank. She didn't use it. But as I'm talking to her about Thoughts Become Things, I noticed a pain. Yeah, thoughts become things works. You know, I've used it, but it's not really working for, you know, da da da. Let's put, I'm gonna pipe right here. Thoughts become things works, but, and that's the big thing that I get a lot. Thoughts become things works, but what about my divorced marriage? I didn't water that seed. Well, let's dissect that. I don't know her situation because I didn't get too deep into it. But if he was cheating and you knew about it, what is it you think you thought all day? Now, let's not do the numbers game. Let's not do the numbers. 60,000 thoughts a day on average per person. Let's not do the numbers. It's the same thing that's in the middle of your screen. All these pages with ends on it. We're not gonna add up the negative thoughts you had today because we're not gonna do numbers today. We're gonna work on belief. What do you believe? What do you think she believed about her husband wholeheartedly every second of every day? That's why it's a thought foundation. That's why it's a part of the foundation, because you might not even be thinking about that subject, but it's a part of your belief which makes it the foundation. Now, whether she had caught her husband cheating, or whether, I don't even know if he did or not, I'm just throwing this out there, whether she had caught him cheating, or whether she had suspicions of him cheating, what did she truly believe? He was cheating because she wasn't good enough, because of the financial. If he left, how would they end up? Before they even split, she was worried about that. It was part of her belief system. I believe that I would not be fine with $80,000 for the rest of my life. I believe that I do not know what my next career path would be. I ain't been in college in forever. I believe that my kids are a little messed up because I believe I've addressed things the wrong way. All these beliefs, they're popping, they're a part of every single thought. So, forget about numbers and thoughts become things. What you believe truly dictates your expectations. And in her situation, you're going to expect a few things. One, for things to get worse, because they already have. Started off good, obviously you had wedding bells, and they just progressively got worse. So you expect them to continue to get worse. Part of your thought foundation. And then you look at me and say thoughts become things isn't real, or it only works for that's what I think everybody, thoughts become things works for the great things that happen to me, but I don't know about the negative things. I didn't manifest my husband cheating on me. Oh, you kind of did. You believed it was happening, so you expected it to keep happening. You believed you were in trouble. You believed shit was messed up. You believed that you would like it to get better. Congratulations. You just watered the seed and manifested a life where you wanted things to get better. But you gotta, that's my big thing. And that's why I wanted to bring it to you guys today. Right now, it's Monday. You got a whole week ahead of you. And I don't want you to think of it like that. Remember, I want you to stop, take a second, and put some care into everything. Stay in that moment, water that seed instead of any other ones. But do you believe that you are going to be at your dream job tomorrow? No, you don't. So the fact that you're going to that job tomorrow is your fault. I'm here to sit in your face and say it's your fault. As a person who sits here all day and owns every goddamn thing that happens to me. All of them. Everything that happens to me, good and bad. I really stop and I sit back like, damn. Like I need to check what seeds I'm watering. And these are the conscious things that I'm going to need you guys to do to step out of the current funks that you're in. Whether it be health, wealth, love, happiness, whatever it is. You're going to have to step out of those by believing. Now, how do you believe? Oh, I used to say this saying all the time. How do you believe that you're in a race that you've already won? When your whole life you've been trained to believe where one race ends, another one begins, where the possibility of losing returns. That's kind of where I'm going with this. I just like that saying, so I just want to say it. But how are you to believe that you have the promotion when you've never been promoted to that position? You've wanted it for so long. There's 6 people ahead of you. Look at that. Like my ringtone. I still got my audience. Yeah? I took one of my recordings. I put my audience right on there. That way I can appreciate it every time. You notice I didn't do it because I'm on with you guys. That's what happens with mental exercises. Got the tag in my pocket. Boom. I've done this once since I put it in my pocket, and I really like that one. I really like this one. We'll get to that in a second. But how are you to honestly believe deep down inside that you're going to wake up in that dream house, that you're going to get that dream job, that you're going to get that dream position when you're here? There's people ahead of you. You ain't even apply yet. Whatever the situation is. I remember when I was trying to do the police academy thing, it was like, I wanted it. I wanted it. I wanted it. And it's like, it was a 2-year process to get it. So for 2 years, how was I to believe that I was already a cop and enjoying it and the fruits of my labor and all that other stuff? And it's kind of like that. How do you change your beliefs if every day you're being proven that that's not a case? How do you believe that you got the promotion when every single day you sit in that cubicle or at that warehouse doing the same thing knowing that that's not the case? And I gotta admit, I mean, it's a doozy. It's a doozy, but I say all that to tell you what kind of game you're in. You're in an asshole system, an asshole game, an asshole system. I can't say it enough. Look but don't touch, touch but don't taste, taste but don't eat. You know, can you stay positive in the face of the negative? The negative is coming from everywhere. And by negative, I mean limits. Limitations is just one of them. I can only reach this far. I can only jump so high. I can only affect this much. Those limits make you and I feel like we are not gods. Can we stay positive and godly in the face of those limits? And they're all day, every day. Gravity's one of them that's blocking us. So those aren't even the other limitations, like your boss not liking you, your kids, the teachers, this person, that person. That's not even including all that. So all day, every day, we have these constant limits being pushed on us. And it's like, can you believe better even though I'm throwing things at you that prove that you can't have better? That's what God's saying, you know? But at the end of the day, you are one with God. So you can say whatever you want. I'm typing it. No separation. I love that. I love that. People crack me up. They're like, oh, I believe I am one with God. I truly believe I am one with God. And then, all right, we'll call yourself God. Refer to yourself as God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Like the guy on, like Family Guy. Oneness means, I don't know how else to put it. Oneness means no separation. You know, everything that exists is made of God. You and I both exist. I do this thing with Play-Doh. I'm not going to do it now because I need a big slab. Picture a big piece of Play-Doh, and I'm going to make a lump right here and a lump right here and give them arms and legs. Two beings, Jane and John. No, at the end of the day, smash it all back together. It's just one mold of clay. At one point, it was two. John and Jane, you don't know if they were dating, you don't know if they were brother and sister, if they liked each other. Whole stories and backgrounds, whole soul has been given to this being. Smash it back together, it's just a pile of Play-Doh again. And that's how fickle life is. So why so serious? I love that movie. All this stuff going on around us is basically that. So for me to be able to look around this room and say, yes, I'm doing a great job. I am controlling every blade of grass. Everything that is happening, I'm doing with my energy, with my manifesting, manipulating the flow of energy, which is manipulating the flow of things and events around me. That type of confidence can allow me to believe what I can do in my future. Without that type of confidence, you're shot. You might as well not even try this shit. Honestly. You are done before you can even start. That female I was talking about who knows about Thoughts Become Things and saw the movie probably the year it came out and's been subconsciously using it this whole time, but really not believing in it because not for the bad things happened in her life. She's lost. Literally gone because she doesn't have the confidence to know she's in control of her future. Now, if you believe in Thoughts Become Things wholeheartedly, you know that you're going to control your future. You know that you control those things in your past, and you might have slipped up and manifested some dumb shit, but you're good. You ain't doing that no more. You learned your lesson. She doesn't know that. She's iffy about it for the good things that happen because she doesn't believe she manifested the bad things that happen. And the bad things that... So it's like, I thought people things work some of the times, but if it's a principle, it either works or it doesn't. And I didn't get that. I didn't do none of that bad. I didn't manifest none of that bad stuff to happen. Let me tell you something. If you think your man is cheating on you, and you truly believe he's cheating on you, and even if he wasn't, you're going to manifest that into your life. Oh, Neil, you're blaming my man cheating on me. He cheated on me because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. No. I need you to fully understand that you manifested that shit into his life. God will whisper shit into your ears. And you are forcing God, because you're such a powerful manifester, to whisper something into his ear. The same way you can have him whisper something good into his ear. I'm just saying, expect the worst from your spouse or expect the best from your spouse. That's hard based off of what has been happening, but you can change your beliefs. All you got to do is dip back into a time in your mind where you believed that that was A1, that was positive, it was good. Dip back in there and know that you can get that back. Spend some time there. Water some seeds there. Appreciate, do all that good stuff, man. All the mental exercises that we've gone over and I've talked about, get them done. Get them done. Get them all done. But at the end of the day, it is a tough game. It is a tough game. Just like me. I like to bring you guys into it. I like to bring myself into it so you guys can see I'm not perfect. I'm not. You guys aren't in this alone by any means. Okay. How am I to believe that I am the thoughts become things king? Well, I already believe that. I've done the research, and that's the confidence. The God that's in me allows me to be that confident about it. But how am I to believe that I can, let's say, catch my private jet from here to Los Angeles and stay in my mansion, when I know damn well I don't have a house in Los Angeles? I've only been there once. As far as my private jet goes, it only exists on this wall. Right there. I mean, how? So that's why people are, oh my God, Neil, you're the thoughts become thinking. Why haven't you manifested this? Why haven't you gotten that contract, that big contract? Why aren't you in LA right now? You should be this, you should be that. And it's like, bruh, like I said yesterday, don't be a smart ass. That's not how it works. Okay, I can't sit here and say, I believe. No. You're not going to believe at that point. You're going to water seeds and you're going to shift your mentality and your thought process a slight bit every time you say it. Just a tiny, tiny little... But guess what? Your belief ain't going to change. I still believe I'm going to wake up in this house tomorrow. Or, one of my houses. You know what I mean? Not Florida or New York. Yeah, I have a list of places that I believe I'm going to wake up at. And honestly, it could be any of them, just the way my life is laid out. But that whole mansion in Los Angeles, I don't even want to live in Los Angeles. Honestly, it's too crazy. The traffic's too crazy. I'm scared of earthquakes, all that other stuff, San Andreas Fault, all that other stuff. But I like to have a spot out there. I would definitely have a spot out there in Malibu or something like that when the situation arises. Notice I said when, but I don't believe it. So I know where I'm waking up tomorrow. What do you believe? That's the big question of the day. So I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to slide me over there. Bow. Change things up on y'all a little bit. So I want you to work with me on this one. I want you guys to chill back at work today and just think about it. How can I change what I believe? How do I shift what I believe into something better, something bigger, something bolder? Look, I even made it bigger for you. How do I change that? Alright, here we go. How, and this is what I love, you gotta word things right in your mind. How do I change my Change what I believe. I'm just gonna throw that out there for now. Now, I know that the belief in your ability to manipulate the flow of things around you, which means your belief in your ability to create the future, I know that that's dictated off of how much control you believe that you have over life itself. Being one with God gives you all control. It's a catch-all. Do it. Or don't. I'll leave that one alone. As far as changing your beliefs, you'll know when I successfully did that when I moved to California. Not move, but, when I'm purchasing my spot in California. When I'm catching the jet to get to the private jet. You know what I mean? When I order the jet to take me to Cali, you'll know when I successfully learned how to change what I believe as far as something that big. We all want the same thing, that financial freedom, get up under that job, and get away from all that and be able to do what we want. As far as my beliefs for that, how I retired, like I said, my first day at work at McDonald's in high school, I was halfway through the shift, I said, this is bullshit. I'm not a working person. I'm not a working man. I will be retired by the time I'm 30. I said it then out loud to everyone there, and they all laughed at me like, me too. And, I really believed it. I really believed it. My whole life I believed I was meant for Lamborghinis and Ferraris ever since the first time I saw one. So that was something I was just born with. And a level of arrogance to where there's nothing that could happen that could show me otherwise. I don't care if I was in a gut on the street somewhere. I know that there's a homeless person who won the lottery. I got a chance. That's enough for me. So, maybe you need to adapt that possibility. That mentality. I mean, the fact that there's a chance means I can do it. That's what I'm saying. I've been like that for everything. The NFL, I was going to that thing. Then I had my daughter start the police academy. Gotta get them bennies, But it wasn't meant for me. I was meant to do this, obviously, because that's what happened. So, focus on that. Stay on this journey with me. It's Monday. You got a long week ahead of you with a lot of hours. It's like, no, don't be like that. Don't be like that. Forget this week. Forget Friday. Forget this afternoon after work. You're still there. Which means everything you do, you can master it. And be the best you can be. I'm not talking about the best because people say that and they think that means just smile all day. No, take care in your craft. Whatever you're doing, whether you love doing it or not, take care in it. You will feel good. You will feel accomplished. And that's a start. That's a confidence booster. And you can use that confidence towards what you believe and change things and make things better. Alright? Get with me. Inbox me. Keep the questions coming. I'll do some more videos based off of the questions. And that way there's an energy wave. Those leave your body. My wrist is too powerful. I can feel it hit me. Those leave your body 60,000 times a day. What seeds are you watering? What are you attracting to you? Okay? That thing isn't just traveling across your town or planet Earth. That energy wave is traveling across the entire universe. And it's traveling so fast that it's simultaneously already on its way back to you. And we're going to get into all the physics behind all that. I'm definitely not a professor on the subject of quantum physics. But I know what I know. And my life is my resume. You know what I mean? Good and bad. I can own it. I can sit here and say, oh, that happened. I remember I was thinking about that all week. Damn, it happened. I got to check that. I got to check that. And we all need to get on that page. So get on that page. Takes nothing to check yourself. You could do it in a chair, at work, in between commercial break. And I call it a commercial break even though you're not watching TV, in between pictures, in between lines, in between pages, in between clicks of the computer. When you click to the next screen, you could stop for a second. Bring in the watcher. I haven't even said that in a while. I haven't even brought the watcher in. That's how busy things have been, and that's crazy. Just stop. No matter what you're doing, just don't even stop. Bring the watcher in. If you're typing, bring the watcher in. Bringing the watcher in makes you want to do better because you feel like you're performing. God has now took his attention and shifted it on you with a Kodak camera. And you can feel that camera on you. And you could feel the viewer of that camera and feel proud that God's taking time out of his busy day to watch me. Let me do this. Start typing. And then boom, and you done killed it. Lo and behold, God's always watching you with that Kodak, but it doesn't. We get so caught up that we don't get to feel the watcher. And then once you do get to feel it, you're thinking, oh, he's watching everybody with the camera. Not like us. We only have the ability to really focus on one thing. God is infinite. He can watch everybody at the same time because he is everybody at the same time. Kind of makes you feel less important. But listen, if someone told you today and proved to you today that you were a God and you were all happy and you could snap your fingers and make an ice cream sundae or chicken parm or a Lamborghini pop up in front of you. Yeah, I love those things. And then they told you everyone else was a god. Would you be any less hype? No, I could still snap my fingers and be in Paris, chilling. You know what I'm saying? So, don't let the fact that he's watching everyone else at the same time shoot you down. Enjoy the moments with him. Enjoy the watchers. Stay confident. Stay positive. Shift what you believe. Okay? If you don't believe you're worth it, that's never going to change. You have to work on you first. You have to work on you first. That's paramount. Is that what they used to say? Matter of fact, I'm going to try to type this. You have to work on you first. There we go. I'm trying to get a feel and time everything out for when everything pops up. Facebook's a little delayed. That one's slightly delayed, but it's only a couple seconds. You guys know me. I gotta test everything on every video because they only let you test things live. I don't even get that. Like, why? Restream OBS, you guys, why is the only way I can test this is when I'm on stage? You know what I mean? It's like, hey, let's do a mic check after the show starts. What the fuck? But yeah, you know, I'm chatting with them and they're like, you have to be live to test that. You have to be live to test this. You have to be live to test that. And it kind of sucks, but I work with it. You know, I'll manifest better technology as I go. And I truly do believe that it's going to get better because of what I've been able to do so far. As far as these advancements from companies, I've never even met these people. I've only chatted with them, but I believe that I am able to focus and manifest better technology as I've done before. This phone ain't even coming out till next year. Yet it's in my hands, and I didn't do anything except focus on it. All right. So that's it for the day, man. I'm gonna try to jump back in here tomorrow. Like I said, I gotta go back to it's Monday. It's the first day of the week. Either dread the whole week or put your attention into this moment and try to stay present as often as possible. While you're there, try to bring in God as often as possible. And then while you're not present, try to be in make-believe land, watering some great seeds, changing what you expect, changing what you believe. Or not. Or keep doing what you've been doing. I love you guys and I want you to excel. That's why I come up with these ways for you guys to do that. Thanks everybody for joining in. Twine, what's going on? Shout out to Daytona. Throwback. You know what I mean? Go Bethune. I love you guys. I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. Stay up. Stay positive. Acknowledge your oneness with God. Do your mental exercises. This is the most important thing you have to do in life. There is nothing more important than that. Your kids aren't more important than this. Your job isn't more important than this. Your money isn't more important than this. Because this is you. Without you, there is no job, money, or kids. This is you. And once you improve that, it will trickle down to job, money, and kids. And you will sprinkle it with the sugar of life. But if you try to work on job, money, and kids without you, it's not going to happen. You're thinking you're sprinkling things, but you are at the top of this pyramid. You aren't sprinkling anything. Got to focus on you first. That's why it's that important. Take time out to do it. If you don't, I'm saying it straight up. You don't care about you. It is what it is. You must not. You obviously must not. So, till tomorrow, or till the next time we speak, Thank you guys for listening. I am Nehemiah Davila, also known as Neo Positivity, and this is what I do. I'm dedicated, and that's why I feel confident that I'm giving you the best information that you can get on the internet. 7.4 billion people in this world. There's only one number one. And I'm confident enough to say that's me. Hell yeah. You gotta believe you're the best. Otherwise, what are you doing it for? Alright? I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. This has been another one.